explore one of the key ideas from Ludwig Wittgenstein's later philosophy, language as a form of life. In his early work, particularly in Tractatus Logico-Philosophicus, Wittgenstein thought of language as a picture of reality, a system of propositions that represent the world. However, later in his life, Wittgenstein shifted his perspective, most notably in his book Philosophical Investigations. Here, he argued that language is not just a set of representations, but an activity deeply woven into our everyday lives. So, what does he mean by language as a form of life? This idea suggests that the meaning of words and sentences arises not from abstract definitions, but from how they are used within specific social contexts. For Wittgenstein, language is inseparable from the activities, practices, and forms of living that give it purpose. For example, consider the word game. When you hear it, you might think of football, chess, or tag. But if I asked you to define game precisely, you'd struggle. This is because the meaning of game isn't fixed. It's shaped by the different activities we associate with it. Wittgenstein argued that words like this don't have strict boundaries. Instead, they have what he called family resemblances, overlapping similarities in their uses. Wittgenstein believed that language works only because it's part of our shared practices and ways of life. Imagine trying to play a game without knowing the rules or trying to communicate without understanding the social context of the words. It wouldn't work. Language makes sense to us because it's embedded in these forms of life, our shared human activities and cultural practices. Why is this idea tenable? First, it emphasizes that language is dynamic and flexible, adapting to different forms of life. Second, it aligns with our real-world experiences. Language isn't rigid. It grows and evolves within cultures and communities. Finally, this approach avoids over-theorizing language, keeping it grounded in human practices. So when Wittgenstein says, language is a form of life, he's reminding us that words get their meaning not from some fixed logic, but from how they're used in our shared lives. It's a beautiful, practical way of looking at how we communicate and understand the world.